The year was 1945. World War II raged across the globe, leaving a trail of devastation and despair. For years, the Allies had been locked in a brutal conflict with the Axis powers. The war in the Pacific was characterized by fierce fighting and heavy casualties. The development of the atomic bomb presented a terrifying solution. It possessed unimaginable destructive power, capable of ending the war in a single blow. The use of the atomic bomb remains one of the most controversial decisions in history. The decision to drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima was not made lightly. It was a culmination of factors, a perfect storm of political pressure, military strategy, and scientific advancement. The United States, though already victorious in Europe, faced a protracted and bloody conflict in the Pacific. Japan, refusing to surrender, prepared for a final, desperate defense of its homeland. The development of the atomic bomb presented a terrifying solution. Its power was unprecedented, its potential for destruction unimaginable. Proponents argued it would save American lives by forcing Japan's immediate surrender. Others argued for alternative solutions, fearing the moral and long-term consequences of unleashing such a weapon. In the end, the decision to drop the bomb fell upon President Truman's shoulders. He authorized the use of the atomic bomb against Japan, hoping to end the war swiftly and prevent further bloodshed. It was a decision that would forever shape the world, ushering in the terrifying reality of the atomic age. August 6, 1945, dawned like any other day in Hiroshima, Japan. The city, bustling with life, was oblivious to the impending horror. At 8:15 a.m., a blinding flash illuminated the sky. It was not the sun, but the terrifying power of the atomic bomb, nicknamed Little Boy, detonating over the city. The explosion, equivalent to the force of thousands of tons of TNT, obliterated everything in its immediate vicinity. Buildings vaporized, their shadows etched onto the ground. People were reduced to dust in an instant, their existence erased from the world. A monstrous mushroom cloud, a symbol of unimaginable destruction, rose high above the ravaged city. Those who survived the initial blast faced a horrific ordeal. Burns covered their bodies, their cries for help echoing through the ruins. The city, once a vibrant hub of life, was transformed into a desolate wasteland. The air was thick with smoke, dust, and the stench of death. Section 4. In the shadow of the bomb, the unfolding catastrophe. In the aftermath, a new horror emerged: radiation sickness. Thousands who survived the blast began to fall ill. They suffered from nausea, vomiting, and fever. Their hair fell out, their skin blistered and bled. Many died within days, their bodies ravaged by the invisible poison. The bombing left an indelible scar on the city and its people. The physical damage was immense, but the psychological toll was immeasurable. Survivors grappled with the trauma, haunted by memories of that fateful day. Section 5. A world transformed. The enduring legacy of Hiroshima. The bombing of Hiroshima sent shockwaves across the globe, fundamentally changing the course of human history. It marked the dawn of the atomic age, an era defined by the terrifying possibility of nuclear annihilation. The world, forever changed, grappled with the implications of this new reality. The bombing hastened the end of World War II. Japan surrendered just days later, bringing the devastating conflict to a close. However, the victory came at a terrible cost. The use of the atomic bomb ushered in a new era of global tension, the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union, now locked in an ideological struggle, engaged in a nuclear arms race. The world watched in fear, knowing that any miscalculation could lead to global annihilation. The memory of Hiroshima served as a stark reminder of the stakes involved. Remembering for the future, a call for peace in the atomic age. The bombing of Hiroshima stands as a solemn reminder of the devastating consequences of nuclear war. It is a story of immense suffering and a call to action for all of humanity. We must remember the victims and those who lived with its aftermath. Nuclear weapons are not tools of war. They are instruments of annihilation. Their use is a threat to our very existence. It is our collective responsibility to ensure such horrors are never repeated. We must strive for a world without nuclear weapons, where diplomacy prevails over violence. Let the memory of Hiroshima guide us towards a future of peace and shared humanity.